Welcome. In this video, I would like to address fears that commonly face college students. Yesterday, I attended an in-service meeting with my colleagues on campus in preparation for the semester that begins next week. And in talking with my colleagues, we got to talking about fears that students have and how we, as part of the teaching faculty, can help students ameliorate the effects of these fears, come to grips with the fears, just at least to recognize that they frequently exist, and that when a student recognizes one of these fears in themselves, that they don't think that they're alone. These are fears common to most college students. Let's get started. I'd like to admit, going off to college is a scary time. For residential students, leaving the familiar familial home, learning to live on one's own can be exciting, but it can also create apprehensions and can sometimes feel a bit overwhelming. Commuter students sometimes fear that they won't be accepted as a full participating member of the campus community simply because they don't live on campus. Most students worry about how well they'll succeed at college. Will they earn grades? Will they progress through their degree programs? The best advice I can give you is to take each day, one day at a time, step by step. Don't rush the process. Don't worry about what might happen a year from now. Focus on the here and now and take on your responsibilities and meet each one to the best of your ability, one at a time. College work is much easier when done hand in hand with other scholars. Join in. Recognize that other students probably have their own fears. Go ahead, talk about those fears, address them to the best of your ability, but focus on why you're at college. You want to meet new friends, you want to succeed in your classes, you eventually wish to be graduated. Focus on those positive aspects of being at college. Now, some of the common fears that my colleagues and I noted is that students may fear starting a new life without the friends that they had in high school. On the other hand, you'll probably have more opportunities to make friends at college than you ever did in high school. There'll just be more students on campus to be friends with. If you're worried about losing touch with a significant other that you've had in high school, realize that maybe that relationship has run its course. If you judge it hasn't, then work with your significant other to maintain that relationship while you're physically apart from one another. If you worry about choosing the wrong major, it's okay. Switch your major. If you're in your first year at university, you can probably pretty easily switch your major. You may not even have yet been required to declare a major. If you're in your second year, work closely with your academic counselor to choose a major that will allow you to take the best advantage of the courses that you've already taken and move those courses into the requirements for your new major. If you're worried that you picked the wrong college, I wouldn't give that so much worry from a quality standpoint. A good education can be had at any accredited college or university. Yes, some colleges have a more active social life or a different type of social life than other colleges, but I'm going to suggest that I'm not confident that attending a school specifically for social reasons will help you as much in the long run as attending a school with the intention of acquiring a good education. And since a good education can be had at any accredited school, you're probably just fine where you are. If you're worried about not getting good grades or good enough grades, recognize that you're at college to develop specific skills that will help you for the rest of your life. And the most important thing about college is not earning good grades. I know I've heard many parents say to their children as they send them off to college, make sure you earn good grades. That's not the goal of attending college. The goal of attending college is to get the greatest overall benefit as far as your life preparation goes. If you're worried about incurring debt for tuition or living costs, realize that costs have to be managed, and if they're managed carefully, budgeted well, and you stick to your budget, it's possible to come out of college with minimal, and in some cases, no debt. And I've addressed that in a recent video from, I think I posted it last week. And if I recall my data correctly, 30% of American students graduate a bachelor's program with no debt. Okay, I want to address these items now in a little bit of more detail. Say goodbye to your old friends and say hello to new friends. This transition period of moving from high school to college can be emotionally challenging. You don't have to say goodbye forever to your old friends. You can still see them, maybe occasional weekend visits. You can see them again during breaks, such as occur around the holidays. And you can keep in touch with your old friends via text message, video chats. But look forward to embracing these opportunities that come from making new friends at college. If you wish, invite your old friends from high school to come visit you on campus. Go visit them at their campuses. And recognize that physical separation doesn't mean the end of a relationship. It just means saying goodbye for now. But we'll see you again soon. In regard to the romantic relationship that you may have had in high school, again, maybe it's run its course, maybe it hasn't. Talk to your romantic partner and create an agreement as to how you will handle your relationship, or maybe it's time to change the relationship from one of being romantic partners to just being friends again. When you're choosing your major, choose it wisely. Remember, choose a major that will help you to develop the skills that you wish to have throughout the rest of your life. And often listen to your heart. Do something that makes you happy. If you're unsure of what you'd like your major to be and you're still in the first year of college, it's okay to have an undeclared major. Although I don't know that that's really a major, but it's okay not to declare a major. Take your general education courses during that first year because they will be required of almost all majors. But in making your choice of either declaring a major or choosing to not yet declare a major, work closely with your academic counselor so that you know the university's rules and you don't work yourself into a bind where you can't finish all of your requirements within 4 years. Your parents will probably give you advice. They may even pressure you to pursue a particular major. Listen to yourself. Now is the time to stand up for yourself and talk to and work with your parents to select a major that is acceptable to everyone. Work hard and work smart. Your college classes are going to require you to focus your effort and your time. Ask for guidance from your professors, understand assignment requirements, and then follow through on those assignments. And never, and boy, do I mean never, procrastinate. Get started on assignments as soon as you know what the requirements are and when those assignments will be due. Be willing to say no to personal, fun activities when you've got some academic work to get done. And if you think it's a long time to get through a semester, it's only 16 weeks. And I remember when I was in the military and I was given orders that were reassigning me overseas for a second tour in a remote location. I remember saying to my dad, I said, man, I don't know. That's another year in a remote location. And he said, Dave, you can do a year standing on your ear. You've already done it. Go do it again. And that's what I'd say to you about semesters and if you think they feel really long to you. They're only 16 weeks long. You can do 16 weeks standing on your ear. Now, I don't really know what that phrase means, but I think it's fun because my dad said it to me. And when you complete a particularly difficult or long assignment and you've submitted your work, it's go ahead. Celebrate. You've got my permission to enjoy, to feel relief at having that work done. And when you earn a high grade on an assignment, it's okay to dance. Be happy for your own success. Now, I won't sugarcoat it. I get it. College is expensive. So, create a good budget that covers all your living expenses, your tuition costs, your transportation costs, and stick to that budget. Generally, my opinion is that college pays for itself through increased earnings within a few years after graduation. For the residential students now, you don't need fancy accommodations. You're only at college for 4 years. So don't spend too much money on furnishing your dorm room or an apartment or a rental house. These are not long-term accommodations. Eat healthy food, but do it on the cheap. Eating in restaurants is significantly more expensive than preparing your own meals. And it's often significantly more expensive than eating on a meal plan at the campus dining facility, because at the dining facility, you can be assured of having healthy options to eat with each meal. When it comes to the digital equipment that you have, your laptop computer, your monitors, your tablets and smartphone, and all the other accoutrements that you have that make your academic life possible, treat it carefully. These pieces of equipment are expensive and they easily break, so treat them with kid gloves. And I listed this under budgeting because, look, just pay attention to the parking rules on campus. Parking tickets on campus are usually pretty expensive. And if you have to pay for a parking ticket because you didn't pay attention to when or where you were allowed to park your car, it's kind of like throwing money out the window. So don't accrue parking tickets. I get that college can be scary. Full stop. And college prepares students for life. Full stop. Allow yourself at college to develop the skills that will help you succeed for the rest of your life. Remember, college is not the final step. It's just one step along the path that is life. Now I'm going to ask you to share your thoughts. What advice do you have for other students? Please leave your comments below this video. Tell other students how you've succeeded. What mistakes have you made? What advice do you have for them? Cross your fingers and hope other students offer advice that helps you out. I hope you found the information in this video interesting. I very much hope you found it useful also. And until we meet again in a future video, I wish you the absolute best of academic success in all that you do on campus. And I hope that you don't allow your fears of being at college to get so strong that they negatively affect your performance while you're at college. Step up, do it. You really do have the ability. Bye for now. Mika, you are a good dog. Yeah, you like pepperoni snacks, don't you? Yeah. Not much more that you like better than a good pepperoni snack. Yeah. You're so gentle. So soft. Let me see your foot. How's it feeling? Well, I think the veterinarian did a good job and the medicine worked perfectly. Your foot looks good. All right. I love you.